Hello, 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 Facebook family. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Thank you for noticing the time change. At least I think for the next 2 weeks, yeah, the time is going to be one. Then we will go back to 12. So it's just a temporary thing. But thank you so much for joining me today. We have been talking about friendship and dealing with it. It has been a blessing. I mean, I have said a lot of things. Without friendship, life is very bored, and you won't even know who to talk to, who to share wonderful things that God will be doing in your life with. So it's just amazing, and it's a blessing for you to have somebody that you can call a friend. So today we are going to continue. I'm going to look at some of the signs of a genuine friend. Who do you think is genuine around you? Because it's very, very important. I normally don't do well with fake. I don't like fake things at all. If I can afford the original, I won't bother myself. But everything has to be original. So I don't do fake things. And the same way I don't do fake people. So I want you to be as frank as you can with me. If I'm at fault, I say it. Life is learning. I will learn out of it. But I don't like people who pretend and people who fake things. So it's very, very important that we trust God, that God will give us genuine friends. And I wrote here that hold a true friend with both hands. So if God give you a genuine friend, you want to hold them with two hands. It's very, very important, because it's very hard to get genuine friends. So when God bless you to get it, you want to hold them with your two hands and make sure that you cherish them. Please share the video with somebody. Tag somebody to come in. I think it will be a blessing if you can tag somebody to come in, to be a blessing to them. And I wrote it, I said, never explain yourself. Your friends don't need it, and your enemies will not believe you. So true friends don't need you to explain yourself. So even when you didn't do what you're supposed to do, they still will understand you in a way. And there comes a point in your life when you realize that who really matters and who never did, and who always will. A friend is the one who come in when the whole world has gone out. So a friend is when everybody is running from you. And I think when I was with my husband, we talk about people. Friends are people who are going to be there, because life is full of challenges, life is full of ups and downs. But you need a friend, you need somebody. When the whole world is running out from you, they will run in. It's very, very important, and those are times when something can happen, something bad can happen, your face is on TV and everything. Nobody wants to put their face with your face on TV and, disgrace themselves. Those are the times that you know who really matter, because some people will put their life down. As last week I spoke, when Jonathan, knowing that the father was after David, and if the father get to know that Jonathan is helping David was going to kill Jonathan, but because of lawyer and because of not thinking about himself. So friendship cannot deal with selfishness. He didn't even think about himself. He was thinking about his friend. How can his friend escape from the wicked father? And those are people that you need. So saying all these things, who qualify to be that genuine friend around your circle? It's a privilege to have one of the best today with me. I have my own, I think she qualified to be called a sister. So I have my own sister here, Pastor Carrie.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God, such a blessing.
So excited to be here again.
I know. I wish I can have you every day. But you said that I don't know when you come in and I don't know when you go out. But that is amazing, and we thank God for
God
your
so
life
good.
and the grace and the anointing, the lifting. Right. I'm so proud when I see those things on TV. I wish I'm going, oh, that's my sister, that's my sister. So thank you so much for joining me. I know you're busy. Sister is busy.
I'm I'm not too busy for friends.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, if you know her schedule, she won't be sitting here. She's just running from some meeting to be here for me. No, that's what I'm talking about. They are always stick around. So thank you so much for joining Woman of Influence today. We are excited you are here. Please take a few minutes of your time, share the video, okay? Because I know what is coming, and I know it's going to bless your life. I'm telling you, I know what is coming, and I know it's going to bless your life. So share the video with somebody, tag somebody to come in, let them know Woman of Influence is alive, and it's going to bless them. Let me turn this off. Okay, let me turn this off. Yes, now it's off. Sorry. All right. So, Woman of God, we've been talking about friendship.
Yes.
I think it's one of the best things you can have.
Yes.
It's one of the gifts God can
It is a gift.
give to you.
Yes.
When you have a friend.
Yes.
You know, when you have somebody you can call a friend. Because sometimes friends are even closer than a brother.
Yes.
You know, and they can do some things that your family cannot
Will not even
do for you.
Will not.
Okay, you see? So it's very important.
Yes. Yes.
So what do you think about when we say a genuine friend?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the word genuine with a friendship aspect?
Yes. Well, you know, you said something in your introduction that I thought was so powerful. And that had to do with the fact that if you can't afford the real thing, you won't even bother.
Yeah.
The thing about a genuine friend is it's a person that's authentic.
Oh, okay.
You never have to go back and wonder or question their motives.
Wow.
Or, things like that. You never have to wonder if there's someone in front of your face and someone different behind your back.
Wow.
So that type of friend is going to cost something. You know, that type of friend doesn't just come along without a price.
Okay.
And so it costs something to establish genuine friendships. One of the things that I think is really a problem in our society today is that we have come to the place where we have devalued genuine friendships.
Wow.
Because now you go on social media and you have, 1,500 friends.
Yes.
You don't even know who these people are. You know, you brag about having 2,500 friends and 10,000 friends, and at the end of the day, I think that it is a strategy so many times of the enemy to make us not truly see how valuable and how costly and how precious friendship is.
Wow.
You know, so
I
we
love what
friends.
you guys said. How valuable, how costly.
Yes.
So
How
it
precious it
costs
is.
and precious.
Yeah.
It costs you to have a good friend.
It does. It does.
Wow.
It costs to have a good friend, and it costs to really be a good friend, because friendship is something you have to invest in.
Oh, perfect.
You know, friendship isn't just something that just comes along haphazardly. Friendship is something that you have to invest your time. You have to invest your energy. You have to invest who you are into a friendship. It's not a selfish thing.
Okay.
You know, being a friend is very selfless, and so because it costs so much, that's the reason why when you have a genuine friendship, like you said, you want to hold it with both hands, because it costs you something to develop that relationship.
Wow.
And so now we're at the place where we're saying, this person is my friend, and then of course, you say something that I don't like today, I'm just going to unfriend you.
Yeah. That is very interesting.
You're not my friend anymore, and so now we're it's become so fickle.
It comes cheap and it goes cheap.
It comes and it goes. But when we're talking about a genuine friendship, it is definitely something that you've had to invest in.
Okay.
Pour yourself into in order to establish.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I wrote here that for the signs of a genuine friendship, I wrote here that they call us out when we are in the wrong.
Yes.
And it's just for accountability's sake.
Absolutely.
And because we, as you said, we live in the world of social media.
Yes.
And sometimes even when you see somebody that maybe, unquote unquote, is a friend, going wrong, for me, you think about it, if you say something, how are they going to take it?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
How are they going to take it? or how is it going to, would they going to just unfriend you because you are trying to correct them?
Right.
You know, but within the genuineness of a friend, if they are really friends,
Yes.
then you don't have to fear, like sometimes the way I feel. You don't have to entertain any fear.
Right.
You have to be able to tell them the truth, and they have to be able to accept it. What is that?
You know, that is so true, and I think that's why we went the route of what is a genuine friendship.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's built over time. A genuine friendship is built over time. And the same thing that I would say when it comes to a parent, right? You establish love, and then you introduce discipline.
Yeah.
So that when you discipline, they know it's from a place of love.
Okay.
So the same thing with a friendship. When we have established a genuine friendship, we have established that we are open with each other, we're honest with each other, we're accountable to each other, we want the best for each other. When those things are established in your genuine friendship, then when I come along and say, listen, the path you're taking is not the right way, you know it's coming from a place of love. You know where it's coming from because that is established first. So sometimes in building certain friendships, you have to know when is the right time for me to introduce that part of a friendship, because you want to establish that before anything else is done. Yeah.
Okay, so saying that, is it very important to build on your friendship to get to a point that become like you can just say something?
Yes.
Because I think that you have to get to know people.
Yes.
You know, sometimes, you know, with me, you see people will be reaching out to you on social media. Oh, I want to come to your show, that and that. And I'm like, I don't even know you. When you come to my show, how would I introduce you?
Right.
That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
I believe that we have to take our time to know, you know, to know people.
Absolutely.
If you think this person, you know, is going to add up to you and you to have something to do with, you know, kind of divine friendship, for instance, then you have to take your time to invest in it by knowing.
Yes.
Is it that important?
It is very, very, very important. I mean, friendships are built.
Okay.
And, you know, in this society where we want to just throw things together, you know, sometimes you walk by something and 1 minute there's no structure there, the next minute there's a whole subdivision, right? But friendships are built and it takes time. And when you build a real genuine friendship, it can withstand storms. You know, that's why you can go through adversity together. That's why you can go through storms together, because the friendship has been built strong. You know, and so it does take time. And that's why most of the time, to be honest, you're not going to have a whole lot of friends in your lifetime, because it takes so much time to establish that relationship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please, if you are joining us, thank you so much for joining us. Please share the video with somebody, tag somebody to come in. If you happen to be in groups, okay, just tag your group people, let them come in. I think it will be a blessing. You know, as the woman of God says, friendship is built. Sometimes, you know, we go to programs and we see somebody and right there, the person is your friend, and the next day you are telling them everything you can tell them and all those things. No. You have to take your time to know people. You have to take your time, and this thing takes time.
Yes.
Okay. This thing really, really takes time, because I believe that time sometimes make you know how things are.
Yes.
You have to give time to everything.
Oh yes, you have to give it time, because as you go through certain things with a person, it will determine whether or not that friendship should go to a particular level.
Okay.
Because we have friends at different levels.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And so as time goes on, you may know, you know, this friend is okay for this level, but there are certain things that I experience, certain things that I go through, that there's very few people at that particular level that I would confide in. Or, you know, so it doesn't mean that other people aren't my friends. They're just not friends at that particular level. That relationship has been built to that level. Yeah.
So it's very, very important for you to know that, you know, there are stages, and I think next week that's what we're going to talk about, stages, you know, in friendship.
Yes.
Because I remember I always tell my my Uriel, my firstborn, that it's not everybody that can be your friend.
No.
Uriel is that type of butterfly thing, and mommy this, my friend, mommy this. I said no. What type of friend are they?
Yes,
yes. So it's very, very important to know that. I put here that they are present, full attention. When you are with them, they give you full attention. They are present. They are there with you when things happen.
Yes.
As I said in the introduction, in life there's going to be a lot of things. I was saying last week that with my 44 years living, I've seen so many things that is just amazing.
Oh yes.
And life can throw you when you think that, okay, this is the end.
Yes.
And by the grace of God, you just crawl back.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things that happen in life.
Yes.
But to call somebody a genuine friend, they have to be present.
Yes.
They have to be able to give you attention, which now we live in the days that people don't share what they have with you.
Yeah.
So how are we going to see that in our genuine friendship?
Well, see, that's the thing about a genuine friendship. The Bible says a friend loveth at all times.
Okay.
And so we go through many times in our lives and seasons in our lives. But our friends love us through all of those times.
Okay.
Good, bad.
Yes.
They share our happy moments, our sad moments, our successes, our failures. Our friends are there for all the times and love us anyway. One of the things that I tend to say about my sisters, who are probably my closest friends, my sisters, is that they allow me to be myself and love me anyway. And so that's that transparency that you're able to give to people. Also, like you said, being present.
Yeah.
Showing me that you are there for a person. Showing a person that whatever they're dealing with, you're there, and you're willing to give them space when they want it.
Yes.
I think that's why a friendship is really built and time is invested into a friendship, because you need to know the difference.
Okay.
You see, I should be able to tell a friend, I don't want to talk right now.
Okay, and they won't understand.
It's okay.
They won't think, you just turn to me because you just received that award. So you think you're all that.
Right. But you're right. There are times in your lives that people misunderstand your actions.
Okay.
And it's like you said, that's why a friend knows you.
Okay.
They know you. So your friend will not say, oh, now you're getting awards, now you're traveling, now you don't have time for me. That friend will understand that if you say, I just don't want to talk about this right now.
Okay.
I respect your privacy. But I think present is always letting people understand that I'm here.
Okay.
Call me when you need me. And if you don't want me, I'll stay back and pray.
For you.
Yeah, but I think that the thing about a genuine friendship is it doesn't need all that explanation.
Yes. Yes.
I always feel like when I have to do so much explanation that maybe we still have some building to do. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily say you're not a friend, but maybe we still have some building to do. Because your friends will truly understand you. And I think that there are times we go through things in our lives that hit us hard.
Okay.
And we need a moment. And I think a friend knows the boundaries, and a friend will come and say, do you want to talk about this? No, I don't want to talk about it.
And they will understand.
And they'll be okay.
Yeah, it's very, very important. Please, if you have a comment, bring your comment in. We will take all your comment. You don't want this woman of God to just sit here and leave and without not asking her questions. Bring all the questions to her because she's very deep and she can answer all your questions. I'm trying to put my comments on. I've seen all of you watching. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm very, very grateful for you watching. I can't mention all your names, but thank you so much. If you have a question, please bring it and I will take it. We are still talking about friendship, how important and the sign of a genuine friend. And I love what she said. It's being present does not mean that we are always on your face. but just to let you know, when you need me, I'm going to be there.
Yes.
And I'm always there for you. But when you need a break, when you need a space for yourself to breathe, I'm not going to be on your face. And I won't think, oh, because you don't want to talk about it, now you becoming all that. I would think that my friend just need a space. Just let her, do whatever she wants to do. She's always there. So that's very, very important.
Yeah, very important.
There's one thing I cherish so much, and you do it. And anytime I'm there in a drop of a thought of somebody comes in mind, especially those close, comes in mind. For me, what I do, right there, I will say a prayer for them. Because I don't know why the thought is coming.
Yes.
So it touched my heart so well when I receive a text, especially, from you. I was just thinking about you. I think when you're in New Jersey, you did that.
Wow.
And only God knows how I needed it at that moment.
Wow.
Just thinking about you and just want you to know something and, be blessed. I'm like, oh my God. And because normally I do that.
Yes.
When I see something like that, I know the person is also doing the same thing.
Yes.
So it makes me know that, whatever you are going through, although, because last week I said something like, a friend is the one who, I said, people will listen to what you are saying. A friend is the one who hear what you are not saying.
Yes.
So even looking at you at a distance,
thinking
about you at a distance, know what you are going through without you even telling them.
Yes.
So when I receive those texts, it's just a blessing. I just want you to know.
Thank you.
Yeah, just
Thank
a
you.
blessing.
And I think too, it means a lot, like especially with us being people who are in leadership. It could be very lonely at times.
Yeah.
And it could be very draining at times because you're always pouring into other people. And so it really helps us to have those genuine friendships, those people that look at us and say, you know what? I saw you, you were smiling, but it just seems like, is everything okay? I'm just checking, and just those people who know you beyond what everyone sees. I remember one time I called my mother on the phone and she said, how are you doing? And I said, I'm fine. That's our normal answer, right?
Okay, yeah.
I'm fine. She said, Carrie, how are you doing? Because you're not gonna pull that with me. You can do that with other people, And a friend will do that to you. You know, like I know that's what you tell everybody else, but don't try it here. Because they know. So I really think that genuine friendship is really important.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Jemova, for joining Prophetess. The Prophetess is that a true friend is there for you through thick and thin. They are always there for you. Renee said that friendship is built, which we just took it from my wonderful sister. And my friend Dr. Sim says that, hi, woman of God, thank you so much for joining me, darling. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. She said that in order to have friends, you must show yourself friendly. Yes, absolutely. It's very, very important. You cannot be going around that you want everybody to be your friend, but you are not friendly. I don't think that works.
Well, can I say something about that? Because I think sometimes when people see that's what the scripture says, a man that has friends must show himself friendly.
Yes.
But sometimes people take that scripture and they look at it like social.
Okay.
And that doesn't have anything to do with being social, right?
Okay.
So sometimes people say, if you want to have friends, you must be friendly. Hi, how are you doing? All of that stuff. Okay. But it's deeper than that.
It's deeper. Okay.
Yeah, because a friendship is an investment. A friendship is a relationship that takes sacrifice. A friendship is a relationship that is unselfish. A friendship is a relationship that is truly an investment. Okay. And if you want to have friends, I can't want you to be unselfish, invest in this friendship, give up your time, your energy, and I'm not willing to give that back.
Okay, you see, I told you. You see where she's coming from with that? No, it's very, very important.
Right.
Very important.
It's more than just I gotta be friendly and how
Okay,
you
just
doing?
say hi.
How you know, because some people say
Yeah.
you want to have friends, you must be friendly. So don't have your face looking all messed up like you're sucking on a lemon, and you know, smile and do all of
Yeah.
that stuff. And that is true. I'm
Okay.
not saying that's
Yeah.
not true, because I mean, if someone
But
looks
it's
like that,
deeper
you
than
might
that.
be afraid to approach
Yeah.
them. But by the same token, just like you don't want to be in a marriage where you're giving your 100%, the
Everything.
other person isn't giving anything.
Okay.
You don't want to be in a one-sided friendship. And I think friendship is something that you must establish that is mutual.
Okay.
See, I have to establish that our friendship is mutual.
Okay.
Because if I establish that it's mutual, then what you're giving me, I'm saying I'm going to give it back to you. There are people who say they're your friends, and you're like, really? I didn't even know we were friends.
Yeah.
Right?
That's very true.
I'm friends with Pastor Carrie, and I'm like, whoa, really? I didn't know that. You know, maybe you should have told me first.
Okay.
Because friendship means that what you're willing to put in, I'm also willing to put in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that I mean, this is very, very deep. So, you know, that's why it's very, very important not to be going around calling everybody a friend without not investing. I think, you know, I think one time I said that even the way we use the word love, we use it so casual, because you say, oh, I love my dog, I love my shoe, I love this dress. So, you know, sometimes people are telling you they love you, but it's not the same love they have for their dog.
Oh my God.
Like, is it me? You are putting me on the same platform with your dog or what? You know, but we use it so casual.
Yeah.
So we don't even mean it.
Right.
You know, we don't mean it. When you look at somebody and you say, I love you, it's more than just the word.
Yes.
It's
Absolutely.
more than just the word. It's like giving your life, your heart, everything to the person.
Yes.
That is what love is.
Yes.
And it's not cheap.
It's not
And
cheap.
I think friendship is the same thing. It's not cheap. We have to invest time. We have to invest, you know, everything to really get that genuineness of it.
Yes.
Oh
absolutely.
my God, this is
it's very
deep.
costly.
Yeah.
It's
Please
really costly.
continue to share the video. Tag somebody to come in. I have a question here.
Okay.
How do you choose a friend? How do you choose a friend? So I think somebody wants to know. So how do we choose a friend?
Okay.
I think that's a topic itself.
Is that the topic?
I think that's a whole topic. But how do you, woman of God, how do you, because for me, I think when we started, I said something that, you know, it's hard to make friends when you are growing. Sometimes it's very hard. You know, there are some people God bring your way, and I see that a divine something, divine connection.
Right.
And with our position too, you know, everybody want to be around. Everybody want to feel that, oh, I'm a friend to Pastor Victor, I'm a friend to Pastor Carrie, I'm a friend to, you know, they want to be, you know, want everybody to know they are really your close friends.
Right.
You know, but it's very hard. That sometimes you have a whole room full, but still you're alone. Because still you feel like you are just by yourself.
Right.
So how do you, you know, like you, how do you choose your friends?
I really think that, especially as people of God, when I tell you, and I'm not saying this lightly, it has to be a spirit-led thing.
Okay.
And the reason why I say it has to be spirit-led is because there are friends that I've encountered in my lifetime that probably I would not have chosen.
Okay.
I would not have just chosen them.
Okay.
But because it was spirit-led, they ended up being some of the best friends in my life.
Wow.
Because, you know, a friend is going to sharpen you. You know, a friend is sometimes going to correct you. You know, hold you accountable. You know, a friend is going to embrace you when you're crying and nobody knows the pain that you're going through. And so God knows who He has, you know, fashioned to hold that place. And I think sometimes we make the mistake of because we have a good relationship with a person, you know, I mean, they're nice, they have a nice personality, you know, this is my friend. But when you consider the scripture that a friend loves at all times. It takes a special kind of person to love at all times. Because let me say this. If there are only certain things that you're dealing with in life, that's one thing. When you start to elevate in life, we are in a position as women of influence where anything we do is public.
That's the whole thing. That is the whole thing. Sometimes people are going in a hole.
Our mistakes are very public.
Yes.
You know, and so you need a special type of friend. Every person cannot love you through the kind of times that you will encounter for the level you're on.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, a person may be able to love you when the person next to you is kind of talking about you. But like you said, what happens when the whole public knows what you've done? And nobody else wants to be around you? See, God has to handpick a friend that can actually love you through the times that you're going to encounter.
Wow.
You know, the times of your life, you know, and he also has to fashion you for who you'll be a friend to. So I think that being led by the Spirit is extremely important. Being led by the Spirit is extremely important because you don't know all the times you're going to encounter, but God knows.
That's the whole thing. It's very, very important. Please, thank you so much for joining us. First Lady Helena, you remember we met at Iron Sharpen Iron from Maryland, Ashton Chapel? She said hi to you. She said hi. We can't wait to have you here. God bless you, darling. I hope the family is doing so well.
Amen.
Yeah, so it's very, very important. I love the way you are going deep into these things. It's very, very important because you know, we take some things for granted.
It's too lightly.
Yes. But I think life is too short. Okay, and I believe that, and that's one of my prayers. I don't want to just go through life. You know, I want to leave some imprint. I want to leave some impact. I want to, and all the people that God will allow to come your way are going to be part of whatever you are building.
Right.
You know, so you can't make mistakes with the people that you're going to allow in your circles.
Absolutely.
You know, it's very, very important, and I love the way you add the spiritual aspect to it.
Right.
You know, that don't just call people friends, don't just pick people to be your friends.
Yes.
You want to seek for divine, you know, help. Because even Jesus, I mean, just look at it. I always say that. He went and prayed for 24 hours. And he came down just to choose Judas. But at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, you ask yourself, woman of God, nobody in this world that we are living in will trust you with their treasure if you are not a good person. You understand? So I believe, this is my personal belief, that Judas was a very good and loyal to Jesus. That's why Jesus gave him the money back. You know, that he would. But the Bible says, then the devil entered.
Yes. Things can change.
Yes, things change. And also, it was because of his own weakness that he couldn't deal with it. That's what made the devil enter.
Right.
So we even also have to be very careful that people around us, that pray for them, that the devil will not enter them. That's another thing.
Right, but I also think with friendship that even, you know, as you mentioned, it could have started out well.
Yeah.
And things could have changed.
Okay.
But if you, like you said, Jesus prayed and still chose him.
Yeah.
So even if your decision, if your decision is spirit-led, even if it changes, it's going to still work for your good. It's going to still bring you to purpose.
Amen.
You know, it's still going to do that. But, you know, one of the things that I think that we need to look at as friends has to do with accountability. Because Abraham was the friend of God. Okay? Yeah. And so God has friends, right?
Okay. Wow, that's powerful. So, God has friends. I have to treat that.
So I think one of the benefits of having a friend, a genuine friendship, is if I am a friend of God, and you are a friend of God, now we are friends.
Okay, yeah.
There is nothing that I'm going to say, that I'm going to do, that I'm going to suggest, that I'm going to agree with, that brings you out of your friendship with God.
Wow.
And I think that a lot of time, because I'm a friend of his as well.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I want you to maintain your friendship with God just like I'm maintaining my friendship with God. And so that's how our friends bring us into accountability.
Okay.
Because then our friends say, what you're doing is going to separate you from God.
Wow.
And so I want to say something because I don't want you to mess up your relationship with him. It goes beyond our relationship.
Okay.
It goes to the point that I don't want you to mess up your friendship with God.
Wow.
And I think that sometimes that's why we have to look at the people that are around us, because when we do something that's going to separate us from God, we don't need the people that's on our side. Well, sweetie, do what you want to do. You do you. No, don't do you. Do Christ.
Do Christ.
Yeah, don't do you.
Yes.
Do Christ. You know, and so I think that you need those people that's going to say, you know, no, you know, I know you're upset about this thing, but the way you're going about it is not pleasing God.
Wow.
You know, so I do believe that we don't need the so-called friends around us who just allow us to run around in our flesh and do whatever we want to do, because they are also concerned about our relationship with God.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very, very deep. Please, if you are watching, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Sandra. How is England? I hope it's well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I'm very, very grateful. Please continue to share the video with us. You know, life is very, very important. Your friends are very, very important in your life. And we want as much as people to hear this so they will trust God. You know, you see me using that word much because my life is God. Without God, I can't do anything. So I use trust God. Trust God that he will bless you with good and wonderful and loyal friends. It's very, very, very important. So continue to share the video with somebody. Tag somebody to come in. Thank you so much, Pastor Kuma, for watching from India. Thank you, Kwame Osei. Thank you so much. Oh, my prophet. My prophet is watching. Thank you, man of God. What is God saying? I need a word from you. Thank you so much. Your darling is watching.
Hello,
yeah. Thank you so much. And I wrote here that they listen. And I said, let me read what I wrote. I said, they listen. How many times have you tried to talk with somebody just for them to turn the topic back to themselves?
Right.
So it's like you think you are having a nice conversation, pouring your heart, and they are not listening to anything you are saying.
Right.
All of a sudden, the topic went round and came back to themselves. It's like, I just need a moment for you to listen to me.
Just hear me.
Just hear me. And sometimes it doesn't have to be. It can be foolishness, but just still listen to my foolishness.
Right.
How do you see that?
Well, that is true, and you're gonna always encounter that in this life. But truly, a genuine friend will hear you. Okay. And I like what you said. They hear what you're saying, and they hear what you're not saying. And they give you that attention. When we counsel people with marriage, and there's so much about friendship that really ties into that, because hopefully you're married to your friend. But
that's how it have to be.
Hopefully your spouse is your friend. But we talk about communication and how important it is for you to listen. How listening is such an important part of communication, and that's being present.
Okay.
That's not just like you're talking and I'm just like
watching soccer.
Yeah, I just know you're making a sound.
Yes.
But truly giving you undivided attention. And those are things that as friends we really have to learn to do. We really have to learn to do.
And not turning topics. I know we all have things, but I can just imagine a friend call you and says that I need to talk about this thing. Forget, even if you have to talk about something, forget about it.
Yeah.
For that moment.
Yeah.
And give them your attention.
Yeah.
Let them know you are listening.
Yes.
And sometimes I'm telling you, it's not all of them that is going to be. You will say that but this thing is the same thing you told me that but she still want to talk about. Can you just listen?
Don't make it like a competition. Like if I called, it's like this thing happened to my cat. Well, you should have seen what happened to my dog. It's like no, don't make it seem like what I'm talking about.
Woman of God,
you have a better story.
I'm telling you, this year something happened, and it's really make me understand this statement, which I want to read it. Why is my thing? Yes, it's here. Mm-hmm. I say that there comes a point in your life when you realize who really matter and who never did and who will always will. Mm-hmm. Okay? Something very interesting happened, and I was talking to I thought, but now at least I know better. But it's happened, and I was talking to two friends. And the first one, when I mentioned what has happened, all that she said that, oh, you have such a faith. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine myself doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. But you know what? God will reward you. Mm-hmm. God will reward you, that you will not remember this thing as a pain, but you will remember it as something that you did that changed your life forever. Amen. And that moment that I was going to, and those words, woman of God, it just brought tears into my eyes. I'm like, it's like I know it, that God will reward me. But for her to kind of make me know that your faith is strong. Oh, okay? Wow. Your faith is strong. Yes. Me, I can't do this. Mm-hmm. But I just want you to know that what you have done, God will reward you. Another person, the same issue. And like, oh, really? You don't even know what all the sacrifice I've been sacrificing. And I'm like, no, I don't want to know. But you haven't, okay? You haven't. Mm-hmm. You still live in your home. But let me put it that way. Right. No.
Right.
If you come to sacrifice, every man of God and woman of God sacrifice.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
But they come to something crazy.
Yes.
You are still living in your home. Don't tell me about sacrifice when you are still living in your home and I have to give my out. Mm-hmm. But the response, I'm like, oh no. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So comparing these two things, I'm like, sometimes you just, all that you needed is to just listen.
Yes.
Whether you think you have something better than whatever the person is doing.
Yes.
Just listen.
Listen.
Yes. Yeah. And don't compare your situation to my situation. I don't want to hear that. Right. In those moments, I really didn't want to hear that. Yeah. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, listening is really, really important. Mm-hmm. Listening is important because sometimes people just want to get things off their chest. They just want a safe place to say how they feel, and that's what friendship does. Because sometimes you are in positions where you don't always have that safe space, because this is Women of Influence, and I know that there are a lot of people that are watching that are in positions of leadership. The truth of the matter is there are certain things that we go through, and we don't always, we can't always say exactly how we feel about what we're going through.
That is the whole thing.
Sometimes, so you need that friend that you're able to really open your heart to. Because there are things that we go through as leaders, and we have to stand before the people and speak faith, and we have to speak in a way that says, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
But you need the friends that you can go to and say, man, when this happened,
I wasn't okay. I have to pretend I'm okay, but I'm not okay.
You want to be able to go to your friends and say, I tell you, that thing really knocked me down. That thing really hurt, you know. But so you need the people who will give you the safe space, not to say, you're a woman of God. Why on earth would you think that? You know, feel that. You know, you need the friends who still understand that you're a woman of God or a man of God.
Okay.
But they allow you to share your heart and won't judge you for that.
Wow.
And allow you to get it out and help you to heal.
Wow.
You know, just help you to heal, because if you have to continually say I'm okay when you're not okay, you're not going to heal. So you need to have those people in your life who are genuine, who you know will not take how you feel anywhere, you know, and they will allow you to tell the truth about the matter.
Wow.
You know, and it's not always that you're being hypocritical. There's just times in leadership where your feelings are not something that you can share with the people. That, you see, that's a different relationship.
Okay.
I might have to just share faith with you.
Yes.
You know, I have to share faith with you because sometimes my feeling may cause you more damage. So I may have to share faith with you. I'm not being hypocritical in it, but I understand that we're in a different relationship. Now, my friends, I have to say, man, I'm speaking faith, but you got to believe God with me, because the truth of the matter is, I don't know about that, right? So friends allow you to do that.
Yeah. And I love that, because, you know, I think I was listening to TD this one time, and he made a statement. He says that if in your lifetime, if you are blessed with 3 good, genuine friends, you are a blessed person. And you have to have, those people are the people that you be in the same room, you know, and you sleep and snore. Not thinking in your sleep that you wake up with your hair gone. You know? What happened to my hair?
True.
You know, but you know, you are assigned sleep, because and you don't care. You know, and he was talking about, you know, people understanding your humanity.
Yes.
You know, and your spirituality.
Exactly.
You know, and I think that we need, especially as leaders, we need people around us who understand our humanity, you know, and our spirituality.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I'm sleeping around you and I'm snoring, you will say that, oh my God, the woman of God snore. Yeah. You know? So,
to be honest with you, I don't necessarily, when someone is a genuine friend of mine, they have to be able to handle both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are people who only know you from the spiritual side, and they think they know you.
Yeah.
But the moment they see your humanity, it throws them off.
It throws them off.
Then you have people who know you maybe from, you know, the human natural side. They might have, that's where they might have known you, but they can't grasp who you are in the spirit. Yes. And so to me, a genuine friend is able to handle both. You know, because a genuine friend, it's like we can sit here and we can laugh and we can joke, and then in 5 minutes I can lay hands on somebody.
That's it.
You know, and you don't look at it like,
what just happened?
You understand that to be a genuine friend, you have to be the friend of all of who I am.
That's it.
All of who I am. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All of who I am.
Perfect.
You have to be okay with it.
Yes, it's really good. Thank you so much for joining. Please continue to share the video. Oh my God, I think we need part 2 of this. But you see, this is, I'm trying to make my case here with a busy lady. So, but you know, this is what I'm talking about. And you know, for me, this is what Woman of Influence is about. To bring people like my sister, you know, to just go deeper, you know, with the things that we think we know. You know, I mean, everybody think they know friendship, everybody think they know who is their friend. But you see how she have taken her time and go deep for you to know that it's not just going around calling people friends, but it's something you have to invest time, it's something you have to invest in, and it's something that have to cost you. And it's very precious. It's not like something that you can just trample about. It's precious, precious, precious. So it's very, very, very important that and I think last week I said, please start going through your phones And some of these things that we are saying, don't just laugh at it, or don't just write notes, which I've been hearing some of you have been making notes. Thank you so much. It's a blessing. It means I'm making some impact in your life, and I love that. So please don't just make notes and put it out there. Take action, okay? Take action. If somebody's in your life and you are not seeing all those things, start thinking. Start thinking, because what she said that really helped me here, and I'm telling you, woman of God, this friendship thing personally is helping me, because I don't know, I'm a little bit weird. I can count people that I talk to. The whole of this year, I can even count the amount of people I've called. But I am somebody who is very inward. Kind of in myself, and if you don't push me, one of my friends says that I was so bored till she came into my life. And all that she came to do is to make my life last because I was a boring person.
Oh my.
Because she said that I'm so serious.
Wow.
You are so serious. I mean, the world is not coming to an end. Relax.
And you needed that.
I needed that, and she would just joke, make me laugh, and all those things. But it's making me learn, even to how to handle some people.
Yes.
Because
yes.
I'm not very good at. I'm not people person. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
I'm not people person. So even this one, me myself, I'm learning a lot. That if I want to be somebody to be a good friend to me, then I also have to be a very good friend.
Yes.
It's two ways. I have to invest. And
yes.
You cannot just expect people to be very good friends with you. Then you just receiving.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's very, very important. Thank you so much. They support us.
Oh yes.
Genuine friends support us in everything.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
What is that about?
You know what? It's very necessary.
Yeah.
Support, is also one of those things like I talked about with presence.
Okay.
It doesn't always mean that they're right up where you are, but it's also understanding that you have their support in whatever it is that you're trying to do. They are rooting for you, seriously. One of the things about my mom, which is probably just one of my greatest friends, right? But one of the things about my mom, the quality that she has is this ability that when you have good news, you would think it happened to her.
Wow.
I mean, the way she carries on is funny sometimes, because whatever happens to you, she is over the moon. And has such a genuine happiness for whatever God is doing in your life.
Awesome.
Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you attempt to do, and a friend is there. I mean, they're gonna stare you if they see like you're attempting something that's like, is this really what God is saying? I mean, I'm not saying they can't check you on that, but they genuinely support what you're doing, and it's not just by words, but they show you their support. They pray for you. They speak well of what you're doing, and I think that is absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
And I think, we have different types of friends for different times in our lives, but you have those friends who, I mean, whatever you're doing, you can count on them for support.
Support, very, very important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very, very important. I'm trying to read the comments here. Dr. Sim says that friends should not act one side, at one side.
Okay.
It takes effort to make friendship. Both of you have to take time to show your appreciation, to support each other. Friends,
right? Yeah,
friends. Be at each other at times. I think it's very, very important. Yeah, right. It's very, very important. Okay. Matilda says I nearly missed today's show. Thank God. Yeah, thank God. Okay. Oh, so at least you are having a little bit. Yeah, we are. Our time is up. We are almost done. But
can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I think there's one thing that we need to be very cautious about with friendships.
Okay.
And so I'll just say this really quickly, and you can pick it up another time. But you know, the scripture talks about this fact that he that repeats a matter separates very friends.
Oh, okay.
And then there's another scripture talks about a forward man sows strife, and a whisperer separates chief friends.
Wow.
So I think that even when we're talking about friendship, we really have to guard ourselves against gossip.
That is very
guard
important.
ourselves against those spiritual elements that will separate friendship.
Wow.
Because every friendship is not so much to say that person wasn't a friend.
Okay.
But we have to be careful to guard those things that the enemy uses to separate friends. And one of the things is gossip. You know, the whisperer, the person who causes strife. Because the enemy doesn't like any type of unity.
Okay.
You know, not just in marriage, but in friendships.
Okay.
The enemy doesn't like any kind of unity. You know, and so if we are friends, it's not that you chose a wrong friend or, you know, I wasn't a true friend or anything like that. But sometimes in our friendships, we are not on guard for the things that the enemy will use to separate friends. And so I just wanted to say that because there are some people that might be thinking, well, I thought I had a genuine friend. You might have had a genuine friend, but were we on guard over that person who stirred up strife? Wow. You know, were we on guard for that person who was whispering? And you know, the Bible says that if I'm a friend of God, I'm an enemy to the world.
Yes.
And so I can't be your friend and then want to be the friend of your enemy. That is, you see what I'm saying?
That is another topic.
That is a whole other topic.
That's a whole show.
I'm just ending by saying that there are things that come up in our lives that separate friendships. And somebody that's listening might be thinking, I thought that person was a friend. I'm just trying to say to you that that person might have been a friend, but always know that the enemy is also at work. And we have to guard our friendship. Just like you guard your marriage, guard your friendship, because it's an investment. It took time to build. You don't want the enemy to just destroy it. And it tells you that that person who causes strife and gossip and whispering, they can separate chief. That's not just regular friends, chief friends. That means like best friends. So you could have a best friend, and a person who will gossip and cause strife will separate that relationship. So I just wanted to say that.
That is very, very right. Woman of God, it's very, very important. For me, this is how I see some things, because even in the church, I tell people, when you go to Bishop's office and you tell bishops, oh, Bishop, this is what is going on, this is what is going on, it stays there. If you want me to know, my office is just across my husband's office. You can come and inform me.
Right.
If Bishop comes home and says that, okay, this is what is happening, I don't know.
Yeah.
You haven't told me anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yes.
I won't meet you on the hallway and say that, oh, Bishop says, no.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
So I tell people, whatever you tell Bishop, if you don't tell me, I don't know.
Right.
It's as simple as that. And I believe that even if we are three called friends, okay, and number A called me C and says that, oh, Vicky, this is what, and didn't tell B, I don't have to call B after A has spoken to me and say, oh, you don't know what is going on with our friend A. This is what is going on. No. I believe that if he wants B to know, he could have done 3 ways. And says that, okay, this is what I'm going to do, all of us.
Yeah.
Because I've seen groups, it was just very, and I was asking myself, this thing will not last. I've seen groups that this one, you know, it's like one person. Then there were 3 friends. And everybody wants to be in a good book of number A. So B is talking bad about number C to number A, and number C is talking bad about B to A. I'm like, what kind of mess is that? And they call themselves friends, and this one will go on vacation, and this one want to beat this one on the same. I'm like, this is craziness. Yeah. You know, this is really, really craziness. But that's what you are talking about. Yeah. You know, sometimes we have to, and for me, you have to guide it. Yes. It's very important, because for me, it's like you went and talked to my husband came home and gossiped to me. If I have to come to you and say, oh, Bishop said, no. Yeah. Bishop, even if I know, I don't know. Yeah. If you come to me and say, Mommy, this is what is going on, thank God. Because it has happened. Somebody said, oh, but I went to Bishop's office. I said, do you come to my office? Oh, I said, do you come to my office? Do you say anything to me? You didn't. Right. So if you are going to throw your 40th party and you take the invitation to Bishop, no. You can mention something to me. Yeah. Other than that, Bishop will show up without me. I don't know. I just don't know. I think there are some things that you put down, it's helping. Yeah. You know, because this gossip thing is a whole show. It's a whole show. Yes. It's a very whole show. And another thing too, that maybe one time when we have time we will talk about, is when people want to be your friend, but still want to be a very good friend to somebody who have declared you as an enemy. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. You can't say you love me so much. I think it's my mother who says that. You can't be my friend and be the friend to my enemy too. Because then when I'm with you, I might say something, and you carry it there. So
even God separated it. He
yes,
said, if you're
you
gonna
have to
be
choose.
My friend, you're going to be an enemy to the world. You're not going to be both. Yeah,
You have to choose, but
guard the friendship. Guard the friendship.
You have to guide. It has been a wonderful show. Woman of God, thank you so much for coming. I'm very, very grateful. I've noticed there's a lot of things happening on social media. Sometimes you blow me out. The CD haven't come yet. Is it a new CD or the old one?
No, we're working on music.
On music.
Yeah,
so
right now.
Music is
in process.
Oncoming.
Yes,
So
yes.
I just want you to know the first CD is still there, but the second one is coming very soon. It is very, very powerful. And the award award that you won, and it's going to be another thing for you to receive the award. You have to give me the date. I want to be there that day.
September, actually the award show is on September 21st.
Okay.
Praise Factor Awards. I have already won in the past for Songwriter of the Year and Video of the Year. But
my friend is Songwriter of the Year.
But this year I've been nominated for 5 awards.
5 awards?
We're going to be at that award show on September 21st. But something exciting. I'm so excited about this. On Thursday, August 8th,
the
Tea with Pastor Carrie show is being released on demand.
Yes.
And I am so super excited about that.
Yes.
It's on Experience on Demand.
Okay.
And so the show
How
is
are
going to be
people
there.
going to?
They go online to watch experience.tv.
Watch experience.tv.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give you the information so you can
I'll put it there. Okay. Please.
And you can go on there, and the show is being released on Thursday.
I saw a little bit
my
of it.
book. So we did a devotional journal for Tea with Pastor Carrie. So we're so a lot
oh
is
my
happening.
God, a lot of things is happening.
Yes, a lot.
That is exciting.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that's so exciting. So the Tea with the Pastor Carrie is a show. Okay, she used to do with Facebook Live, like Woman of Influence, and God being so good. And I'm telling you, you cannot serve God and lose. God has promoted it to TV show now. So it's going to be on this Thursday. Please I'm going to put the information there. Set your alarm. You want to make sure you watch it, okay? Amen. Let's let the first show shoot up. Let it shoot up. Woman of God, type the information here. Sure. So let the first show, which is happening on this Thursday, make sure that it's become one of the best shows, watch. So she's putting the information there. So Thursday, let all of us tune in and watch it. Let's promote. I'm telling you, I know her, and I know that the kind of life she lives, she's a God-fearing woman, and everything she does is just to glorify God. So if we are promoting her, I'm promoting a very, very good thing. Okay, so all the awards that she's receiving, I'm excited about that. If she receives 5, I can get 1. Okay, at my office. But
is that how that works?
Yeah, so 5.
Just receive the award and then
I just received one, put it in my office. But let's make sure
making sure I put the right thing on
there. We go there and support it.
Thank you so much. And the book.
Yes, and the book that is a new book.
Yes.
The devotional book. I have my copy here, but I know it's going to be powerful because this is a very deep woman of God. So the devotional book, I know, is going to help you. What you read, you will become. Okay, you become what you read. And it's rather unfortunate, most of us, we don't read, we don't invest in our life. This devotional book, please get a copy. When it come out, I'm going to make sure I bring it here and talk about it so we can order it wherever we will find it. But it's going to be a blessing. I mean, this year has been a very good year for her, and I'm very, very excited and very, very happy for all the things God is doing in her life. That's why it's very hard to get her here. All these things is going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, all this thing is going on.
Absolutely. But we'll meet up.
Yeah,
I'd love to have the opportunity to sit down and just have tea with a group of women and just talk about the show and the books.
So we actually, once the book comes up and the show kick off, she's going to come with a book and a teacup to Woman of Influence. You don't want to miss that, okay?
She just pulls me into these things.
Whether she like it or not. She's coming to Woman of Influence with a teacup and a copy of the book, and we all are going to buy the book. I want the book to be the bestseller.
Amen.
The best bestseller. This is a good investment. I'm telling you, this is a good investment.
Amen.
Okay, and I know there's a lot of good things in for you. So thank you so much for joining us today. We are very, very grateful. Your last word, woman of God, till we catch you again. Your last word to the people.
Well, first of all, thank you all so much. It's always a pleasure to be here on Women of Influence with my dear friend, honestly. But what I will say about genuine friendships is just remember that this is something that God has designed for your life. A friend loves at all times.
Yes.
And I want you to understand that you've got to build a friendship. You've got to invest in it. You cannot be selfish. You have to sacrifice. And just remember to guard your friendship because it really is precious. So guard it against gossip and any other plan of the enemy so you can truly have a life with really, really great friends.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. And if you have that true and genuine friend, please hold them with 2 hands.
2 hands.
Not 1 hand. Hold them in 2 hands. Make sure they are secure in your hand. Thank you so much for joining me. Next Tuesday, we're going to be here again. We're going to talk about stages. Stages in friendship. And I think it's going to be a blessing to you. Thank you. God bless you. See you.